It was 2006 when we learned something that no teenager before us had to. It was the age of the internet. But really all it took was a boy to go missing for us to drop our TV controllers and finish his story. His name was Nick, and that's all we really knew. And there was no way we would have ever understood at the time just what we had done. And wait, I know what you're gonna say. What does that even mean? Well, my dear viewer, you'll just have to see. Me, I'm Sammy, this is Lucas, and our honorary leader, Aaron.
I was hesitant at first, but Sammy and Aaron were all in.
I'm not sure we should be making this documentary. Investigating someone's disappearance is something the police handle. We're just a group of teenagers.
Listen, I wouldn't have called you all over here if this wasn't important. I barely knew Nick before he disappeared, and I'm assuming the same goes for you too? When I found the camcorder on my porch this morning, I didn't know what to think. Why was it here? And more importantly, why was it brought to me? Brought to us? There was a note left with the camcorder. It said that only me and my closest friends could know about this footage, or else Nick would be in more danger.
We're the only people that can help find Nick.
What can we deduce from the footage on the camcorder?
Well, the footage has to have some sort of significance.
I agree. He was talking to the camera about his first trade. What is that supposed to mean?
Maybe he was going to be part of a larger video he was making. Something that never got to finish for some reason or another.
Well, Nick was always talking about how he wanted to be famous.
So we made a video about trading stuff? It doesn't add up.
It's too bad the audio's so messed up. Otherwise, we'd be able to figure out more. Well, anyways, the footage isn't going to be enough. We need to get some interviews. We'll start with his parents. Mrs. Walker, where were you when you first found out your son was missing?
So it was Saturday. I was in the kitchen making dinner. A couple hours had passed. He still wasn't back. And then another hour had passed, and we started to get really worried, and that's when we called the police.
Mr. Walker, what was going through your mind when you called the police?
Well, Nick had started to hang out with the wrong crowd, so we assumed that it had something to do with them.
Next is his counselor. What was the last thing you talked to Nick about?
Well, he'd been making jokes in health class that his teacher didn't really appreciate, so obviously I had to talk to him about that. And gosh, I've seen him about a dozen times this year for bad conduct, like his physics lab experiment.
Finally, the best friend.
Was there anything about Nick's behavior right before his disappearance that was maybe odd or unusual?
No, I don't think so.
So there was nothing Nick might have said or done to give you a clue as to why he went missing?
No, it's been a while since I've seen him.
Was there a reason for that?
He kept asking us to make videos with him.
What were the videos for?
YouTube prank videos. There was one in particular about trading a paperclip.
And that's where we got our first real lead.
Our interviews led to a lot of dead ends.
Honey, you have a letter.
Who's it from?
Doesn't say.
So, do you know who's it from?
There's no name.
What does it say?
I underestimated you. Keep digging and you'll dig too far.
The mystery person had left us something again.
You know, Nick, have you ever thought about what might happen if this video doesn't get you famous? What are you gonna do then?
Shut up! I don't want to hear that bullshit. Either you're with me or you're not.
But you have to be realistic. It's unrealistic to expect that things are gonna go a certain way.
That wasn't like the Nick we knew at all.
Hold on, that girl. We never even bothered to figure out who filmed Nick's videos.
Our most important pieces of evidence point to what we guessed from the beginning. Nick disappeared while making some kind of project.
Tyler said something really interesting about Nick's whole trading thing. It all started with a paperclip.
That's all. That sounds familiar.
Write that down. We can come back to it.
What if the person who left us the camcorder is just trying to mislead us so we don't find out the actual truth?
Who knows? There's so much we don't know.
Found it. This guy, Kyle McDonald, a Canadian blogger, blew up recently. Nick must have wanted to try and copy him.
Copy what exactly?
Looks like he traded a paperclip for various things up to a house.
So Nick must have tried a similar scheme that led to his disappearance. Maybe he was trading with the wrong people, and then something happened.
Are we talking murder?
We can't really eliminate any of the possibilities yet.
This doesn't feel right. If someone's harmed Nick, who's to say the same won't happen to us if we follow this trail? I think we ought to think twice about who gave us this camcorder to begin with.
Lucas, you're an idiot. Someone went missing. What did you expect? Rainbows and butterflies?
I'm just trying not to make hasty, stupid decisions.
Lucas!
You can't chicken out. I mean, I think this is interesting.
I think this is dangerous. I don't care what you two will or won't do, but I'm calling the police.
Lucas!
What the hell? You can't do this. Remember the threat? We're not supposed to. If you cared about Nick at all, you would know that we have to keep this investigation a secret.
It's too late, Sammy. I'm already on the phone.
Don't you dare.
Guys, please! We haven't even figured this out yet. Please.
Sammy, I can't believe you.
What's next on the agenda? Oh wait, Lucas has already betrayed this project. I guess I'll just do us all a favor and sign myself off too.
Sammy, please. Lucas. Lucas, were you really going to contact the police?
Listen, I'm sorry, Aaron. I better go.
Wait, didn't Nick have a YouTube channel? Gotcha.
What's the emergency?
Let's be honest, there wasn't an emergency.
I told you I was done.
Lucas, wait. I found her.
Found who?
No. We're not doing this again.
Guys, please. Please. I know you hate each other, okay? And I know you're probably mad at me for bringing you both here. But I had to. Okay? I wish I could be sorry about it, but I found the end, okay? We're so close. So close. Once we find Nick, I swear on my life that I'll never make you two have to see each other again. But right now I need you both more than ever. We started this, and we are going to finish it. Well, are you with me or not? That girl that helped film Nick's videos, her name is Cleo Black.
Come on, guys. 2 minutes and we need to be out of here. There's nothing in here.
It's the student directory.
Cleo Black.
Found it. Lucas, get the camera ready. Things could get ugly. Ready? Where's Nick?
Jesus.
Just tell us where Nick is and this will all be over.
No one knows where Nick is. Why would you think I do?
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Put that back. Ugh, fine. Cleo, we know you left the camcorder for us, and the videos. We know about the project Nick was making and how you tried to lead us off your trail. I just don't get it. You left us everything we needed to find Nick. Why go through all that trouble?
Look, I wanted you to find him, but it wasn't supposed to be here. Please don't tell the authorities. You have to understand one thing about his disappearance. It's so much more complicated than the story you've put together. And before you go and blame me, you should know he's just as guilty.
Would you be able to tell us where Nick is so that we can talk to him?
Better yet, I can show you. But please, this stays between the five of us.
Hey, Nick. I've got your food.
Thanks. Whoa. What? Who are they? What's going on?
The game is over, Nick.
We've been found out?
Look, I know you won't like it, but you can't stay here any longer. I brought them here so that this can finally come to an end. Can someone tell me what's going on here?
I see it now. Nick, you've been hiding this whole time. All of this was just you chasing after fame.
Well, I mean, it wasn't exactly...
We planned on having him disappear for about a month.
But your guilty conscience said that was wrong.
That sounds familiar.
So this whole time, your disappearance was just manufactured for attention on the internet. And Cleo must have given us the camcorder so that we could record content for him. This is crazy.
It was probably wrong.
You have a lot of explaining to do.
Nick had plenty of time to explain himself at the police station. While faking your disappearance isn't technically a crime, he was expelled from our school and moved away with his family to Boise. No one really ever heard from Cleo after that day, but rumor has it she works at a gas station off of 205 now. As for us, unlike Nick, fame wasn't something we were after, but many people wanted to know the truth about Nick's story. So you could say our documentary was an instant success.